if your mind won't stop racing tonight, and the quiet feels heavier than the day itself, I want you to know that you are not alone. There is a specific kind of exhaustion that sleep cannot fix it. Weariness of the soul that comes from carrying the weight of tomorrow before today has even ended. If you are lying there, staring at the ceiling, wondering when the noise in your heart will finally settle, this space is for you. Welcome to Psalm's Peace. Tonight, we are leaning into the ancient, steady comfort of Psalm 4. This isn't just a poem. It is an invitation to exhale. It is a bridge between your anxiety and God's rest. You don't have to do anything else tonight. You don't have to solve the problems. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to listen. Let the words of this psalm be the pillow where you lay your head. Let these ancient truths settle deep within your spirit. Tonight, the pressure is off. You don't have to perform. You don't have to pray a perfect prayer. You simply have to exist in the presence of the one who made the stars and knows the rhythm of your heartbeat. Let's begin this journey toward stillness together. Take a slow, deep breath with me. Feel the air fill your lungs, and as you exhale, imagine the tension leaving your shoulders, your neck, and your mind. You are entering a sanctuary of sound. Tonight is about your healing. Tonight is about your rest. Just listen, just breathe. Let the world outside fade into a distant memory. This room, this moment, this breath, this is all that matters. You are safe. You are held. You are precisely where you need to be. Let us look together at the very first words of Psalm 4. The scripture says, "Answer me when I call to me, O God of my righteousness. You have given me relief when I was in distress. Be gracious to me and hear my prayer." Think about the depth of that request. David, the writer, isn't coming to God as a stranger or a beggar. He is coming to the God of his righteousness. He is acknowledging that his standing with God doesn't depend on how well he performed today. It doesn't depend on whether he checked off every item on his to-do list or whether he stayed calm during every stressful moment. It depends on God's goodness alone. You can rest tonight because your righteousness is not a heavy burden you have to carry. It is a gift given to you. You are right with God because he has made you so. You don't have to lay awake wondering if you've done enough to earn his protection. You have. Because of him, you have tank. About the word relief. In the original language, this word describes a wide open space. It is the opposite of being trapped in a corner or squeezed by the pressures of life. Perhaps today felt like a narrow hallway. Perhaps it felt like the walls were closing in on your finances, your relationships, or your health. But David reminds us, "You have given me relief when I was in distress." This is a past tense truth. God has rescued you before. He has opened doors you thought were locked. He has provided a way out when you thought you were trapped. Close your eyes and remember a time when God made a way for you. Think of a moment where the pressure suddenly lifted. That same God is in this room with you now. He hasn't changed. He hasn't grown tired of hearing your voice. "You have given me relief." Let that phrase settle into your spirit. You have given me relief. You have given me relief. As the world falls away, let us lean into the one who always hears. God is gently leading you to rest, to peace that you don't have to earn. You're safe now. You're being led to stillness. You can finally let go. You have given me relief. You have given me relief. Imagine yourself standing in that wide open field David mentions. The air is cool, the grass is soft, and the horizon is endless. There are no walls here. There are no deadlines here. There is only the vastness of God's mercy. You have given me relief. You have given me relief. God is not distant. He is not indifferent. He is the God who answers when you call. He is the God of your righteousness. He is the God of your relief. You have given me relief. You have given me relief. I am in a wide place. I am no longer crowded by my fears. I am no longer suffocated by my circumstances. You have given me relief. Be gracious to me, Lord. Hear my prayer. Even the prayer that has no words, even the prayer that is just a heavy sigh. You hear it, you understand it, you respond to it. You are my relief. You are my wide open space. I can breathe now. My chest is loosening. My heart rate is slowing. I am safe. I am heard. I am loved. Now, let us turn our attention to the things that kept you awake today. Verse 2 says, O men, how long shall my honor be turned into shame? How long will you love vain words and seek after lies? This is for the overthink. This is for the professional who feels the weight of everyone's expectations. This is for the soul that feels misunderstood by the world. Throughout the day, we are bombarded by vain words. We hear the voices of critics, the demands of bosses, the subtle judgments of social media, and worst of all, the lies of our own inner critic. This voice tells you that you are behind. It tells you that your honor, your dignity, and your hard work is being turned into shame. It tells you that you didn't do enough today, and because of that, you don't deserve to sleep. But David asks a powerful question. How long? How long will you allow these empty, hollow words to occupy the sacred space of your mind? These words are vain. They have no substance. They are like mist that vanishes when the sun comes up. They are lies. Tonight, we are performing a spiritual detox. We are identifying every vain word that was spoken over you today. Every criticism that stung, every worry about your reputation. We are taking those words and we are setting them outside the door. They are not allowed in this bed. They are not allowed in your dreams. You are not what they say you are. You are not even what you feel you are in your lowest moments. You are who God says you are. And He says you are His. He says you are loved. He says your honor is safe in His hands. How long will you love vain words? Let go of the love for the grind that exhausts you. Let go of the need to prove yourself to people who aren't even watching as closely as you think they are. The opinions of the world are shifting sand, but the Word of God is a solid rock. Now, leave the opinions of the world behind and listen to who you truly are in Him. You are letting go of the world's demands. You are releasing the need to be understood by everyone. You are turning away from empty worries. My value is not found in my productivity, but in God's presence. You are safe from the lies. You are protected from the shame. I am letting go of vain words. I am closing my ears to lies. I am choosing the truth. I am honored in God's sight. I do not need to seek after empty promises. I am fulfilled in Him. My soul is not for sale to the highest bidder of worldly success. My soul is anchored in the divine. How long? No longer. I am stopping the cycle now. I am stepping out of the courtroom. The The trial is over. The verdict is loved. The verdict is accepted. The verdict is mine. You are his. You are safe. The vain words are fading. The lies are dissolving. The truth is rising like the moonsteady.com. You are safe from the shame. You are safe from the noise. Now, simply listen to the silence that follows the truth as you drift deeper into the quiet, as the room grows darker and the world outside falls silent. Listen to the promise of verse 3. But know that the Lord has set apart the godly for himself. The Lord hears when I call to him. There is a profound, holy security in the concept of being set apart. Imagine a precious heirloom, something so valuable that it isn't left out in the rain or tossed in a junk drawer. It is placed in a velvet-lined box, set apart in a safe place where it cannot be harmed or touched by the elements. That is you. The Lord has set you apart for himself. You are not just another person struggling through a difficult night. You are a chosen child of the Most High. You have been pulled out of the chaos of the city, out of the noise of the office, out of the frantic energy of the internet, and you have been placed into his personal care. This means that the darkness does not have the final say over your night. The anxiety does not have the final say over your mind. Because you are set apart, you are under a different set of rules. You are no longer under the rule of stress. You are under the rule of grace. You are under the rule of peace. Think about what it means to be set apart for himself. It means God has a personal interest in your well-being. He isn't just watching the universe. He is watching you. He is watching your breath. He is watching your heart rate. He is caring for your nervous system. The Lord hears when I call to him. This is not a maybe. This is a certainty. Your prayers are not disappearing into the night air. They are not falling on deaf ears. Even the prayers you cannot find the words for, the ones that are just heavy sighs, the ones that are just tears on your pillow, he hears them. He interprets the language of your weariness. He understands the vocabulary of your exhaustion. I am set apart. I am heard. I am never calling into a void. I am God's own treasure. He is paying attention to my heart right now. I am set apart for peace. I am set apart for rest. I am set apart for his glory. I am in the world, but I am not of its chaos. I am protected by a boundary of love. I am marked by his favor. When the Lord sets someone apart, he takes responsibility for them. He is taking responsibility for you tonight. You don't have to keep watch over yourself. You don't have to be your own guardian. You have been set apart for the King, and the King guards his own. You are not alone in the dark. Rest in the knowledge of his nearness. You are being held. You are being watched. You are being loved. The King of Kings has made you his priority tonight. He has cleared the way for you to find stillness. He has removed the obstacles. He has invited you into the inner chamber of his peace. You are set apart. You are cherished. You are safe. Now David gives us a very practical instruction for the night, a strategy for those moments when the mind feels like a stormy sea. Verse 4 says, "Be angry and do not sin. Ponder in your own hearts on your beds and be silent." This is the verse for the bedtime overthinker. It acknowledges that you might be feeling something heavy. Maybe it's anger about an injustice at work. Maybe it's frustration with a family member who doesn't understand you. Maybe it's even a holy frustration with yourself for things you didn't accomplish today. The Bible doesn't tell you to suppress those emotions or pretend they don't exist. It doesn't ask you to be a robot. It says, be angry and do not sin. It gives you permission to be human. It validates the weight you feel, but then it tells you what to do with that energy so it doesn't consume you. Ponder in your own hearts on your beds. Instead of turning outward in a way that causes harm, instead of picking up your phone to vent or scrolling to distract yourself, turn inward. Talk to your heart, but do it on your bed. This is a private, sacred conversation between you, your soul, and your Creator. Search your spirit. Lay out every grievance, every worry, and every what if before Him. And then, the most important part of the entire psalm, and be silent. Silence is not the absence of sound. It is the presence of God. When we are silent, we stop trying to fix things. We stop trying to argue our case in the courtroom of our minds. We stop trying to solve the puzzles of tomorrow. We let the silence act as a heavy, warm blanket that settles over our restless thoughts. In the silence, God does His best work. In the silence, He mends the frayed edges of our spirits. In the silence, He whispers the truths that the noise of the day drowned out. Ponder and be silent. Let your heart speak its peace, and then let it be still in the silence of your bed. Let the questions fade, and let the stillness rise. You are safe in the quiet. You don't need to find the answers tonight. The answers will be there in the morning, or perhaps they won't. But either way, God is already in your tomorrow. Your only job right now is to be silent and receive His rest. My heart is becoming quiet. I am choosing silence over overthinking. I am releasing my questions into His hands. In the stillness, I find Him. I am silent. I am still. I am resting. The silence is not empty. It is full of Him. The silence is a sanctuary. The silence is where the healing begins. We move now to verse 5. Offer right sacrifices and put your trust in the Lord. In ancient times, a sacrifice was something valuable that was given up to God as a sign of devotion and total dependence. For you, lying in your bed tonight, your sacrifice isn't an animal or a ritual. Your sacrifice is your control. Trust is a sacrifice because it costs us something. It costs us the illusion that we are in charge. It costs us the right to worry. Tonight, your right sacrifice isn't a long list of good deeds. Your sacrifice is the simple, difficult act of saying, Lord, I can't fix this. I'm stopping now. I'm trusting you. Think of the things you are holding on to tightly, the things that make your palms sweat and your chest tighten. Your family, your finances, your career, your health. Picture yourself opening your hands. It might feel scary at first, but keep opening them. As you let go, you aren't dropping these things into an abyss. You are placing them on the altar of God's sovereignty. Put your trust in the Lord. Trust is not a fleeting feeling. It is a firm choice. It is a decision to believe that God is who He says He is. It is the decision to believe that He is good, that He is powerful, and that He loves you specifically. When you trust, you are saying, God, you are the architect. I am just the dweller in the house. You are the shepherd. I am just the sheep in the field. You know the path even when I can only see the darkness in front of me. Affirm this with me. I lay down my control. I pick up His peace. I trust the Lord with my tomorrow. I trust the Lord with my fears. I am safe because He is in control. I am offering my trust as a sweet-smelling sacrifice. I am letting go. I am letting God take the lead as you lay down your burdens. Notice how light you are becoming. The bed feels softer because you are no longer bracing yourself for a battle. Your breath feels deeper because the weight has been lifted off your chest. Trust is the key to the door of rest. Without trust, we are always on guard, always listening for the enemy. But with trust, we can close our eyes, we can sleep, we can heal. God is worthy of your trust. He has a perfect track record of faithfulness. He has never failed the soul that leaned on him, and he isn't going to start with you tonight. I trust you, Lord. I trust you with the unknown. I trust you with the unfinished. I trust you with my life. There are many who say, "Who will show us some good?" Lift up the light of your face upon us, O Lord. As the night deepens, we often find ourselves joining that chorus of the weary. We look at the headlines, we look at our bank accounts, we look at the struggles in our own families, and our hearts ask that same heavy question. Is there any good left? Who will show us a path out of this darkness? Is there any hope for my future? This is the voice of a soul that has been blinded by the thick fog of anxiety. Anxiety acts like a curtain draped over our eyes, hiding the beauty and the goodness that God is still working in the world. But David doesn't look for a change in his circumstances first. He doesn't ask for a sudden influx of wealth or the immediate removal of his enemies. Instead, he asks for a change in perspective. He asks for a revelation of God's presence. Lift up the light of your face upon us. The light of his face is not a harsh, exposing light. It is the light of divine approval. It is the light of a father looking at his child with pure, unadulterated love. When God lifts the light of his face upon you, he is saying, I see you. I know exactly where you are. I am not looking at you with judgment or disappointment. I am looking at you with favor. This light is warmer than any sun. It is a light that penetrates the deepest, coldest parts of your soul, the parts that feel abandoned or forgotten in the night. It is a light that says you are enough because he is enough. The light of God is upon me. I am seen by him. I am loved by him. His face is turned toward me in kindness. I do not have to fear the dark because his light is my dwelling place. When the world feels dark and I wonder if anything good is left, Lord, let me see your face. Let the warmth of your presence shine on me like the morning sun, chasing away every shadow of doubt. I am bathing in the light of his countenance. Every shadow of anxiety is fleeing from this light. I am illuminated by his grace. This light brings clarity where there was confusion. It brings warmth where there was a chill. You are not alone in the shadows. You are standing in the radiance of the King. The darkness of the night is no match for the light of his face. You can rest in that glow. You can let the light heal the wounds that the day inflicted. You are seen. You are cherished. You are illuminated. Listen to the surprising joy found in verse 7. You have put more joy in my heart than they have when their grain and wine abound. This is a radical statement for the person who feels they are lacking tonight. In David's time, grain and wine were the ultimate symbols of security and success. If you had an abundance of grain and wine, it meant your harvest was successful. Your future was secure, and you had a reason to celebrate. It was a joy based on having. But David is talking about a different kind of joy. deep joy. He says that God has put a joy inside his heart that is actually greater than the joy felt by those who have everything they could ever want. This is a supernatural joy that exists independently of your circumstances. You might be lying there tonight and your grain does not abound. Your bank account might be low. Your wine might be empty. Your joy and your energy might feel depleted. But the promise of Psalm 4 is that you can have a gladness that surpasses material abundance. This joy is like a heavy anchor at the bottom of a deep ocean. On the surface, the winds of life may blow. The waves of anxiety might crash and churn. But down in the depths, where the anchor is set, there is perfect stillness. This joy comes from knowing that the Creator of the universe is your friend. It comes from the realization that your identity is not tied to your performance or your possessions. It comes from knowing that your name is engraved on the palms of His hands. My joy is not in what I have, but in whose I am. I have enough because I have the Lord. My heart is satisfied in Him alone. You have put more joy in my heart. You have put more joy in my heart. You have put more joy in my heart. Let this joy settle in your chest. It is a quiet joy. It is a sleepy joy. It is a joy that says, even if the worst happens, I am still held. Even if the harvest fails, I am still loved. This joy acts like a spiritual medicine, calming the nervous system and quieting the mind. You can sleep tonight, even if the problems of today aren't solved yet. You can have joy tonight, even in the not yet. You have the giver of all good things, and He is greater than any gift. You are full. You are content. You are joyful in the secret place of the Most High. Now we reach the climax of the psalm, the verse that has brought sleep to millions of weary souls throughout history. Verse 8. In peace I will both lie down and sleep. For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. Notice the beautiful distinction David makes. He says he will both lie down and sleep. This is the heart's desire for every overthinker. How many nights have you lied down, but sleep remained a stranger? Your body was on the mattress, but your mind was miles away, wrestling with a conversation from 3 years ago or a fear about 3 years from now. David says that because of God, he can do both. He can physically rest and he can mentally surrender. And why? For you alone, O Lord, make me dwell in safety. The word alone is the key. You are not safe because of your own efforts. You are not safe because you are strong enough to handle everything. You are safe because He is the source of your security. Think of God as a divine security guard standing at the threshold of your room. He is the ancient guardian of Israel who neither slumbers nor sleeps. He is watching over your breath. He is guarding your mind against the fiery darts of the enemy. He is holding the perimeter of your soul. I am lying down in peace. I am falling asleep in peace. The Lord is my safety. I am protected. I am secure. He alone is my fortress. He alone is my shield. I am dwelling in the secret place of the Most High. The gates are locked. The shepherd is awake. You can finally close your eyes. If the Creator of the stars is staying up to watch the world, you don't have to. You can clock out. You can retire from your guard duty. You can resign from the position of manager of the universe. God has the night shift. He is comfortable in the dark. He is in control of the shadows. For you alone, O Lord, Make me dwell in safety. Safe, safe, so safe. Let that word, safety, vibrate through your body. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes, feel the safety of God's presence. You are being held in the hollow of His hand. No harm can reach you there. No worry can penetrate that sanctuary. You can sleep now. You can really sleep as the night continues to deepen and the silence of your room becomes a sanctuary. Let us weave all these truths together into a rhythmic tapestry of rest. Imagine the words of Psalm 4 not just as text, but as a gentle, recurring wave that washes over the shores of your mind. With every wave, a little more of the day's debris is carried away into the vast ocean of God's forgetfulness. Answer me when I call. O God of my righteousness, you have given me relief when I was in distress. You are the God of the wide open spaces. When I felt trapped, you made a way. When I felt crowded by my fears, you pushed back the walls. Be gracious to me now. Hear my prayer in the dark. I release the vain words that were spoken today. I let go of the lies that said I am not enough. I am done seeking after hollow promises. I am turning my eyes away from the shadows of shame, for I know that the Lord has set me apart. I am marked by His love. I am chosen for His peace. He hears me when I call. He is listening to my breath. I will not let my heart be consumed by anger. I will not let my frustrations become my identity. I will ponder your goodness on my bed. I will search my heart in the presence of the King, and I will be silent. I will be silent. I will be still and know that you are God. Offer you my trust as a holy sacrifice. I lay down my need to control the outcome. I place my tomorrow on your altar. Lift up the light of your face upon me. Let your warmth melt away tension in my soul. You have put more joy in my heart than the world could ever offer. My joy is deep. My joy is settled. My joy is you. In peace, I will both lie down and sleep in peace. I will close my eyes for you alone, O Lord. Make me dwell in safety. You alone are my guardian. You alone are my rest. In peace I lie down. In peace I sleep. In peace I lie down. In peace I sleep. Let this rhythm become your own breathing. Let the words sink with the rise and fall of your chest. You are moving into a state of total surrender. The grace of God is the current, and you are simply floating. You don't have to swim. You don't have to struggle. You just have to exist in this rhythm. The rhythm of grace. The rhythm of peace. The rhythm of a soul that has finally found its home in Him. Now, let us move into a time of quiet, whispered affirmations. These are the truths that will guard your subconscious mind as you drift into the first stages of sleep. Listen to these words as if they are a gentle rain falling on a parched land. I am safe in the hollow of God's hand. My heart is quieted by the power of His word. God is my relief, and He is my strength tonight. My bed is a sanctuary, protected by His presence. The day is over, and I have done enough. I am forgiven for every mistake I made today. I am released from every burden I tried to carry. I am not the manager of the universe. God is. I am not the provider of my life. God is. I am not the protector of my soul. God is. I am set apart for His purposes. I am heard by the Creator of all things. I am loved with an everlasting, unchanging love. I am choosing trust over worry and peace over panic. I am filled with a joy that the world cannot take away. My mind is becoming a place of stillness. My thoughts are being tethered to the promises of Psalm 4. I am drifting into a sleep that will restore my body. I am sinking into a rest that will heal my soul. I am safe. I am quiet. I am His. Breathe in the safety. Breathe out the day. Breathe in the light. Breathe out the dark. Breathe in the joy. Breathe out the sorrow. You are being filled with the very breath of God. It is a breath that brings life to weary bones. It is a breath that brings calm to a frantic spirit. You are becoming part of the stillness. You are merging with the quiet of the night. You are one with the peace of the Lord. The words are becoming fewer now. The space between my voice is becoming longer. This is the threshold. This is the moment where the physical world fades and the spiritual rest takes over. Listen to the final echo of the psalm. In peace, I will both lie down and sleep. Think of the peace like a vast, dark, velvet sea. It is warm, it is supportive, and it is infinite. You are standing on the edge, and you are gently leaning back into it. For you alone, O Lord, not your strength, not your wisdom, not your plans. Him alone, make me dwell in safety. You are dwelling in safety right now. The shepherd is at the door. The light of his face is the night light of your soul. Safe, rest, peace, sleep. You are drifting now. Deeper and deeper. The weight of your body is heavy, but your spirit is light. The overthinking has stopped. The courtroom is empty. The judge has declared you at peace. There is nothing left to solve. There is nothing left to fear. Drifting, sinking, resting. The same God who inspired David to write Psalm 4 in the midst of his own distress is the same God who is standing over your bed tonight. He is not a distant memory. He is a present reality. He is the God of your righteousness, the God of your relief, and the God of your deep, restorative sleep. He has heard your prayer. He has seen your heart. He has lifted the light of His face upon you. You are carrying His joy into your dreams. You are carrying His safety into your tomorrow. You are loved by the Creator of the night. You are safe in the hollow of His hand. The world is quiet, and so are you. Final affirmations for the deep. You are loved. You are seen. You are protected. Now rest. Simply rest. Good night, dear soul. Sleep in the perfect, unshakable peace of the Lord. The King is awake, so you can sleep. If this brought you peace tonight, you are welcome to return tomorrow.